balloon. I want to get on a hot air balloon. Hey guys, so welcome back with a new video. You already know what the drill is. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe before you keep watching these videos. And if you have not watched my previous videos, go watch them right now because I just released some more. But anyways, we're back, and this is actually a chit chat with me. Like, y'all, I'm all dressed up because I'm actually about to go take pictures after this. Like, I woke up and I was just feeling so bad, and I was like, you know what, when you feel bad, you get cute. And I literally said this in one of my videos, and now I'm feeling great. I got me my Celsius right here, got my notebook with all my notes in them. You know how we do. This is part 2 of my chit chat with me. So I actually have some really good topics, mainly like more towards manifestation, but at the same time they're really good topics that I feel like I could share more so about me. I have some really good topics for you guys today, so keep watching if you want to hear it. All right, so for number 1, we have goals. So these are just my personal goals, but you know, you never know what you might make a goal until you hear it for like someone else. Like, you ever hear like a really good idea or like a really good goal and you're like, oh shoot, like that would be something nice that, like, you know, set for my future, or, you know, manifest in or really work towards and stuff like that. So first, I have to travel the world. Y'all know I've said this in literally all my videos, probably literally all my videos, but I want to literally travel the world. It's something I have my mind dead set on. It's just nothing else to it. Like, I feel like I've always been an adventurous spirit myself, and when times got like to the point where I would like travel to places, I feel like my camera is like crooked, so I'm gonna fix it right quick. And I feel like I'm far away. Let's scoot up a little bit. All right, let's get back. But every single time I would travel somewhere, like whether it be like Myrtle Beach or even like Florida or Atlanta, I would always be like so excited to go. Like, I'm sitting here packing everything because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to go, think I'm about to be here for like a month. Like, no girl, you're here for a week, a weekend trip. Like, it's nothing serious. But to me, it was so serious because it was like venturing to like a new world or something like that. Like, you know, when we was kids and we would act like we was in like a new world, you know, just to get away from reality sometimes. Like, that's how it felt. Like, it felt so good. And I would literally get so excited. I would be packing like basically my whole room, and then I would be so upset when we leave. Like, I would always play sad music on the trip home. Like, literally I would be dead set in my feelings whenever I left somewhere. So that's how I've always known I've been like a very adventurous spirit, and I've always loved to travel to new places. Some places that I actually want to travel to are, a new one actually for me is Turkey. I don't think I've said this in my other videos, but I actually saw a video on TikTok, and then it was like top 5 places to travel in the world, and like Turkey was like the main, like the video concept, whatever you want to call it. And y'all, they got hot air balloons. I want to get on a hot air balloon. I want to get on a hot air balloon. Like, I know hot air balloons are not for everyone, especially for people who are scared of heights. I mean, but I get on roller coasters. I get on everything. Like, listen, I want to skydive one day. You know what I mean? Like, you only get one chance to live. Like, why live it in fear? Like, I want to get on a hot air balloon. I feel like that is so peaceful. It's just like getting on an airplane. People get on an airplane. Well, not really the same thing, but you get what I'm trying to say here. But they got hot air balloons, and I'm pretty sure like they showed this picture of a like the world's longest slide, and you get to slide down it, and it's like rainbow colors, and I would love to do that. And not only that, but like it's such a mountainous area. Like, every single place, like they were showing clips and pictures, it looked like a freaking fantasy kingdom. And I'm not even being like over like exaggerating this stuff. I literally looked it up, and it looked, the pictures that they had on the TikTok were like looked exactly like the pictures on the internet, and I was like, yo, I want to travel. Like, I want to go now. Like, who number I need to call to get on the airplane to go? Because I want to go, like, so bad. I feel like that's a trip that I might plan when I get out of college, because that is somewhere I want to go so bad. Next we have is Greece. Y'all, if y'all don't know, Greece is so beautiful. I'm pretty sure they have, it's like the world's clearest waters over there. Their water is clear. Let me tell you, like, they have in Greece, they have these like underwater caves, and basically you can go like diving underneath them. Like, I want to go diving so bad. I'm so obsessed with sea wildlife, like, well, sea wildlife, you know. I don't like to go outside and there's mosquitoes biting me. I don't like that. But I'm very obsessed with like whales, even sharks too. I know they be biting people, but listen, why you gotta be in their territory? They ain't got no reason to bite. Okay, off topic. Anyways, but they have like these underwater sea caves, and you can go explore them. And I told my family that that's something, like a trip I would love to go like with them, but I want to go first just like to know all the good stuff, and then bring them along, and then we can do like all the good fun stuff. So that was like somewhere I so want to go. And then also I just want to go like swimming, and they have like I think in like front of, like, it's basically it's just surrounded by like really pretty water, and like of course there's like boats and boat rides and stuff like that, but some of the boats, they let you like go swimming in the water. And I would love to do that. Like, I feel like that's a very chill vacation-y trip that I just so want to take. I also want to go to Italy. That's somewhere that I've wanted to go for a long time. I honestly think I've said this in my previous video, so I'm not gonna really go too into detail with that one. But we also have Europe. So I want to go to London. I want to go, well, Paris is in London, but specifically Europe. I say Europe because, like, literally I want to go to every single place in Europe, literally. Like, I am very obsessed with going out of the country, more so because I feel like the States is so messed up. Y'all, don't come here. Don't come here. Like, we have certain, of course we have our like gems, and we have our really good places to travel to and live, but as far as vacation wise, like, this place is really effed up. They done gone too far, especially with recent events. We're not gonna get into that because that's way off topic, but yeah. And then lastly I have Japan. I feel like Japan is more, it gives me very New York vibes, or like any like pack city, kind of like New York and California kind of mixed together. Well, I've never been there, but like just based off pictures and people that I've heard talk about it and stuff like that. But I want to learn 5 languages. It's something that I have my heart set on, considering like I know I'm going to be traveling, so like why not learn languages so I can understand what people are saying, you know what I mean? So I want to learn 5 languages. I'm now taking French, so that will help me like when I want to travel to Europe and go like to Paris or something like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, I want to learn Japanese, literally all the languages, understand what people are telling me, because listen, it's so easy to get kidnapped, to get set up nowadays. Like, people are really crazy. We gotta protect ourselves and do something, like, you know, not understanding what people are saying. You're like in a whole other country. That could lead to some like problems. So, you know, that's my thing for travel. Like, I'm so obsessed with it. It's literally my whole dream is just to travel. Like, if I had to do like only one thing in this earth, it would just be to travel, you know what I mean? There are like endless possibilities to travel, new experiences, new cultures, and I'm just so obsessed with it. I mean, it's traveling. All right, y'all, I switched out my battery. Y'all, pro tip 1, always have a battery charge on hand. You do not, literally, if you do not, it's gonna be a sad day for you. Pro tip 1, always have a battery charged on hand. I learned my first time. Getting back into investments, you always know we have the notebook ready. But Another great investment is in books. I actually give you a lot of knowledge that you honestly wouldn't think that they would. Like buying a book based off, maybe say you want to invest in real estate, so buying a book that's based off starting to invest in real estate or starting to buying houses and stuff like that to produce income. First of all, not only are you getting the money back from the book, but you're also getting pro tips, you're getting help, and it's like honestly having a one-on-one conversation with a person who wrote the book and who knows like all about investments, because they just wrote a book about investments, and they're giving you tips on to start making your own investments that will produce money back into your pocket. So not only are you gaining income, but you're also getting insight from the book. So books are like a great investment, and I feel like it's a very slept on investment. Books are such a great investment, and you never know how much you would learn from a book if you just open it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say the last investment is cryptocurrencies, stocks, and I feel like I'm forgetting something. Technology. Yeah, those are like the main investment ideas that you hear a lot of people say when they say they're going to invest in something, because they're the most popular. So usually the most popular, the most known, whatever. But there are a lot of more investments that you can actually make, not only like for yourself, but also a good investment is yourself. I didn't even put to mention that one in my notes. A good investment is yourself, working on yourself, you know. But cryptocurrencies and stocks, they're a very basic way that can earn you a lot of money. No shade or no hate against those. They can really earn you a lot of money, but I feel like something that's been in the game for a while, you know what I mean? Investing in something new, like when something new comes out, like let's say you invested in Tesla when it was out, but it wasn't really out, it wasn't really trending like it is now, you would be a millionaire. You know what I mean? So invest in stuff that might be around but is not like trending. So like kind of like rates and stuff, like where society is going. You look at the past now and then look at where you think the future might be heading, sort of say. So literally investing in a product that might be developing, and then it finally reaches its full potential, you could make millions off of it. So again, like there's nothing wrong with investing in cryptocurrencies and investing in stocks, but when you invest in something, try to make sure there might be something that's around but that's not popular or trending, because that's when a lot of people like to invest in stuff, when it's popular, when it's trending. Sure, you can earn money, but it wouldn't be as much money as if you would have invested in it before it was trending. So tip number one, when investing, try to invest in something that's new or like not really out there, you know what I mean? Something that's hasn't hit its full potential yet, because once it does, trust me, all that money that you put into it is going to be right back in your pockets, plus more. Relationships, y'all. I feel like this is a topic that is so trending now in the world. Relationships. My view on relationships is I feel like you should not get into a relationship unless you are ready for it. Meaning, if you're going through depression, family problems, if you're just going through it, you just need some loving, that is the worst time to get in a relationship, y'all. Relationship, it will bring you more problems than it will actually bring you joy if you try to force a relationship just because you feel loneliness or you feel sad. That is the worst time to get in a relationship, because not only are you going to end up hurting them, but you're going to end up hurting yourself more. And a lot of people don't realize that. They get in a relationship thinking, you know, maybe I'll feel better. No, it's not going to happen. It might be like you might feel joy for a certain time, a certain period of time, but then like you just feel worse. You feel like everything just starts going downhill. You should only get in a relationship when you are mentally prepared. Right now, I'm in a series of growth. I'm helping, like I'm just growing. You know what I mean? I've gone through, oh, I thought my mom was talking to me. I'm going through like a period where I'm trying to better myself, so I do not have time for a relationship. I'm focused on myself. I cannot be focused on a relationship because that's only going to hold me back. And I'm sorry, but I gotta be selfish at this. I'm not holding me back for a relationship that can only bring me joy for a certain period of time. I'm not ready for a relationship, and that is something that you need to ask yourself. Before you get into a relationship with somebody, it's okay to mess around, talk with somebody, whatever, but don't get in a relationship just because you want to get in a relationship. It's not making any sense. You're wasting your time, you're wasting their time, and that's all we have is time on this earth, y'all. But the clock is ticking, okay? We got stuff to do. Right now, I'm not worried about a relationship. It's my last year of high school. I'm not worried about relationships. Personally, I do not like relationships simply because of all the drama they're centered around. Like, of course there are great relationships out there that are more so private than public, but I feel like a lot of the public relationships just be going downhill because they put all their business on the internet. Baby, some stuff shouldn't be on the internet. Like, again, this goes back where people only show you what they want you to see. They won't post like the negative stuff. A relationship is both good and bad, but you gotta learn how to balance them out. You cannot just expect to have joyous times and not expect to argue sometimes. It's life. You argue with your family, you argue with your brothers and sisters, you argue with your best friend. It's life. It's gonna happen. Arguments are going to happen, but you have to make sure that you're balancing it out. Now, however, if it gets to the point where y'all cannot literally have a good conversation without arguing, that might be something to consider. Like, are you guys prepared for a relationship? Are you guys actually supposed to be in a relationship? That's a whole nother conversation. Ball game. When getting into relationships, it's a really commitment. Like, you have to really make sure that you're not still working on yourself. You're not like it's a commitment. It's something that you have to be committed to do. It's kind of like a job. You can't just give it half of you, you know what I mean? Of course, it's like a relationship only works both ways. It does not work one way. So if a person is not feeling you, you need to leave them, because a relationship does not work one way. That's just not how it works. So, like, y'all both have to put in energy, y'all both have to put in effort. As for me, like, I do not get in relationships because I know I'm still in a period of growth where I'm like growing myself, and I do not have the time to give someone else attention. That's attention that takes away from my time to continuously grow, to continuously glow. You know what I mean? So make sure you're fully prepared to be in a relationship, because it's very time consuming, and it's a lot that goes into relationships. A lot of people underestimate how much really goes into relationships, and that's why a lot of relationships fail nowadays. Now, as for the cheating part, let's say you're ready, but you're not sure if the other person is ready. When it comes down to the point where you notice changes in your relationships, good or bad, it might be time to have like that talk, that one-on-one talk where it's just y'all. It might be a little tension in the air, but it's really good to communicate. Like, you cannot have a relationship without communication. You cannot have a relationship without loyalty. Stop going to back to that person who's constantly cheating on you, who's constantly hurting you. You know what I mean? That's when you need to take a reflection in the mirror and say, hey, I'm better than this, and I know I deserve to be treated way better than this man, this woman is treating me. You need to be aware of these kind of situations before you get into such like relationships. Relationships are very pretty behind the screen, but in real life, they're not picture perfect as they all may seem. You know what I mean? We watch only glimpses of relationship. We watch only pieces of the relationship, but we don't watch the full relationship, and that's where people get it wrong. Like, I want a relationship. I want a relationship. Like, are you prepared to have a relationship? Are you prepared to put in the time and commitment, the work that needs to go into a relationship? And that's what we all need to take into consideration. So I'm just like jumbling up my words, but I'm like rambling right now. Let me like wrap this up, because I feel like this video is getting very long. It's so pretty. Last thing I have on my list for today is books. So y'all know I'm so into my motivational books, and y'all already know which one I'm going to start off with, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Not only did it teach me about financial intelligence, but it taught me about self-investment and financial investments. It taught me about courage, integrity. It talked to me about self-discipline. It talked to me about so many different topics. Rich Dad Poor Dad is not just an investment book. It's more of a realization book and an investment book kind of put together. It makes you realize some of the stuff that is limiting you from reaching your full potential, and then it makes a really, really, really good book. Again, I don't want to go too much into it because I feel like there's only so much I can say. You just have to read it from yourself. Everyone has different opinions and takes on it, but if you're going to read the book, finish it. That's all I gotta say. I've heard people talking about the subtle art of not giving a fuck. So I really want to get that book. I thought I bought it. I literally thought I bought it, but turns out I didn't. So I'm about to go buy that book and see what it is all about. I heard people talking that it's a really good book to really get, not only get yourself together, but like a lot of good realizations. So, and I'm all about the motivational, helping yourself get better. That's like what I like in a book. More so, again, I do some other reading on the side, but I'm more so focused around that when I read my book. Something that's going to give me information to help me better myself. Another book is Atomic Habits. I actually have bought that book, but I haven't read it because I'm still on Get Your Shit Together. That one is a really, really good book, y'all. Ooh, move. Is that a fly? Jeez, ain't bothering nobody. Okay, I haven't read Atomic Habits, but I feel like it's a really good book. I've heard a lot of people talk about it helps you build daily habits that will help you better yourself and be like a better person. And then as for I don't want to spoil it too much, but as for Get Your Shit Together, it helps you prioritize goals. It really helps you get back into your mental focus zone. It helps you get back in the zone. It helps you like decipher which comes first, like priorities wise, plans wise. It really helps a lot of stuff, and I really recommend to anybody to get that book. I also have You Are a Badass at Making Money. I haven't started it, but I heard it's a really, 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 really good book. I want to get Power. That is a book that I really want to talk about, or when I finish the book. I also started Leader Within You. Really good book. Highly, highly, highly recommend, y'all. However, I feel like I shouldn't read that until I finish Get Your Shit Together, because lately I've been needing to get my shit together. So there's that. There's a lot. Honestly, I can keep going on and on about the books that I want to get and the books that I have, but I want to finish them first so I can really go into detail about them. But y'all, invest in books. They're literally so good, especially when they help motivate you to be a better person and do the above and beyond. Of course, you're not going to be doing above and beyond every day. We all need to take a break. We all get tired. It's something that happens, you know. Don't be upset with yourself if you're not going as hard as everybody, but also make sure that you're pushing yourself past your limits, you know, doing what you don't want to do, you know what I mean? We all struggle with that, but we all want the same thing, you know what I mean? But there are other people out here who are actually putting their ideas into work. They're manifesting their dreams and they're putting them into action. So make sure that out of all these little topics with me, chit chat ideas, make sure you just put in the work, guys. I promise you the end goal is sweet. But that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, because I did. I have to go take these pictures right quick, so I'm gonna get out of y'all faces, because I've been talking for a good little minute. I don't even know what time it is, y'all. Anyways, I'll see you in my next, I have no idea what video that is, but stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, y'all. Subscribe. You know you want to hear more of me. You know you do. Alright, but I'll see you guys in my next. Bye.